Stump the Chumps.
Hi, Chris. It's another week for Stump the Chump.
Rob,
Chump.
guess what happened to me?
You got your stump chumped.
I got my stump chumped. I am a proper stumpy chumpy.
Sorry to hear that, Chris. That must have been horrible.
Well, you were there. You were there,
all
Rob.
by yourself on the north coast in the
Of
bitter
Ireland.
cold and the snow and the wind whipping around and oh my gosh, and you, like no mobile service and you
Yeah.
all
How
by
far-
yourself and you're like.
How far did I have to crawl, Rob? How
And
far?
you had to you put your arms over your head and you just went, ah.
Rob, other people heard it snapping. I have snapped ligaments. They heard it snapping.
Yeah.
People have been sending me
That's what
private
happens.
messages.
That's
You know
what
what I did?
happens.
I crawled, and I'm not even saying this, through deer shit. You know what I mean? Deer poo's quite sizable.
Poignant.
I crawled through it.
Potent.
I crawled through it. Do you know to what end?
But Chris, you didn't have to. You could have just gone to the right, but you went through the
Rob,
deer shit on purpose.
I couldn't have went to the right. It was too far. I needed to get out quick. I needed three little words.
And you saw that deer shit, and you were just like,
Hey, it's all three deer shits.
rubbed your hands together, and went, ooh, deer poo. Anyways, what are we talking about? We're just doing Stump the Chump.
I know, Rob. Get over yourself. But Rob, I'll say this to you: when we take a class, don't we?
Yep.
One of us gets injured.
Full on.
Right? Will I go first?
One of us gets injured, the other one goes, bye.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I couldn't get over it. Leah said, "Did Rob help you?" I was like, "No."
Fuck no.
Like,
He's a big boy.
Do you know
Jesus
what?
Christ. It's just a fucking foot.
let me
He's
say,
got two of them.
let me say how serious this was
You
for
know
me.
how far away from the heart that is? Big deal.
But listen. I actually thought I was crawling through long grass. Right, it felt very like Nam or something like that. I put my phone alarm to go on every 15 minutes because I thought if I have a stroke or a heart attack, at least they'll find my body. The alarm will go off. Someone with the light flashing. So clever was I. You're a wanker, but a very nice wanker. In fairness. And there you were. I could see you. I could see you continuing the class. Meters below me.
What was I supposed to do?
That was brilliant.
What was I
really
supposed
happy
to
for
do?
it.
What was I supposed to do?
I was happy
I was supposed
for it.
to. Okay, everybody, you grab an arm, I'll grab a leg, and we'll make a wishbone. No, wait, hold on. No, we'll drag him all the way up this hill. Hold on. No, he can stand. Oh, hold on. He can walk. Oh, well,
Rob, I
start walking.
still have got cuts under my arm from the tripod where I was leaning on it.
why are you walking on your arm? Don't walk on your arm. Walk on your feet.
Fucker. You know what? You see, we're going to do a class together. You'll have a stroke. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do anything.
You're going to stand on my body to
I'm
get a
gonna
little bit
photograph
extra
you.
height.
I'm gonna
To get a little
photograph
bit
you.
extra height so you can address the class a little bit better.
I'll send
Be a
it
little
to
higher.
I'll send it to Trudeau. See what he says. Rob, can I go first?
Rock on, dude.
Rob, my photograph is colour.
This is Stump the Chump, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, it's not
Chris
the
is going to
news.
describe a photograph, a famous, iconic photograph, and I need to identify the photograph and the photographer.
Now, Rob, I've come to this realization that your idea of famous and well known is different than my idea, which is beautiful.
Yeah, mine are famous and well known. Yours are
Mine are-
obscure and
Mine's are influential documented photographs of the 21st century. That's probably the best way of looking at it, isn't it?
loosely.
And you're very good in one area, and I'm very good in the other. Anyway, mine's a color photograph taken in
Color photograph.
1984. Okay, it's 35 mil. It's obviously taken in film. It is, Rob. It is probably
So height of the new wave.
height of the new wave, but well,
New wave music. Punk's sort of gone by the wayside. New wave's coming in. You got 35 millimeter. It's probably Kodachrome or Ektachrome.
Now here's something really
vibrant
important.
colors.
Vibrant colors. It's in the biography of this work. Okay, and this is from the Tate website. Okay, so the biography is good. It says that this photographer, okay, who's American, massive clue, Her work, I might as well tell you who this is, Rob. I'm just trying to be nice to you.
No.
Explores LGBT 1984, okay? The height of the HIV crisis, the opioid epidemic. So you're getting a sense that this work isn't light. It's not airy-fairy. It is a self-portrait, okay?
I was going to say Cindy Sherman.
You wouldn't be miles off with that. Post-Stonewall gay subculture, okay? And it's the photographers, families and friends. It's an incredibly important piece of work. It comes from a body of work. And if I told you the body of work, you'd get it, so I won't tell you that just yet. I'll maybe leave that to the very last minute. So what we have is a colour photograph, self-portrait of a female artist. And what I'll say is it's not easy to look at. It's not.
So when you say it's a self-portrait, is she photographing into a mirror? Can you see the camera?
No, no, you can't.
She's a self-timer or something?
It's a self-timer, and it is the flash is pretty hard. Bright red lipstick, curly hair, looking straight down the barrel of the lens. The background is a kind of greeny bluish hue. So it's obviously, I was going to say daylight film. That wouldn't be right. Well, maybe so. You don't know about technical shit. But anyway, it was taken in 1984. The piece of work that it belongs to was issued in 1986. And the artist themselves was born in 1953. And actually, they holiday in Donegal. I found out not so long ago. They come to Donegal. It says they live.
Is it Nan?
What? Well, it might be wrong.
Sure.
Nan who?
Is it Nan?
Nan Seaman?
Nan Goldin.
It's Nan Goldin, yes.
And it's...
Are you Googling that shit? Because if you're Googling that shit, it doesn't count.
No, I don't have Google.
Okay.
Like I don't have a TV.
If Olivia, is she feeding your ear? Because I'll probably check.
No, I'm just guessing.
So it's Nan Goldin?
Nan Goldin.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of the image. I'm trying to think of the body of work.
I'll tell you the body of work, because the image for me is important, is The Ballad of Sexual Dependency, 1986. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you. You've got it, Rob. You've got. As far as I'm concerned, if you said Nan Goldin, you've won. It's Nan Goldin, and it's Nan 1 month after being battered, 1984. And it's a photograph of Nan looking straight down the barrel of the camera. Two black eyes, one eyes.
That's right.
Buggery red, pearl necklace.
Yeah.
It is.
She got beat up on the subway or something, or did she?
It was her man. It was her.
Oh.
So what we have here is, you know what, Rob? Why do we do this? We do this because it's a good education. People need to go and look at this work.
Yes,
The Ballad
absolutely.
of
All these Stump
Dependency.
the Chumps. Go back and look at all the Stump the Chumps.
1986.
Yeah.
This work is, as far as I'm concerned, well, you know, the joy that I get from Joe Spence. This work is for me just. It's incredible. It's a piece of work that you show. Like I show this work a lot because the message is important, and B, as you say, you know, we're in 1984, 1986. We know what was happening then. You know what I mean, with the whole AIDS, and and then we know how Nan's work progressed and all the stuff that's involved in that. It's an education.
Right.
How to make good work.
So everybody, description. The link will be down in the description.
You don't sound cocky because you got it.
No, I'm not cocky. So my first image. I'm just rolling along because I realize we're at 10 minutes here.
No, let's go.
Yeah. It's a black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She is seated.
Mm-hmm. She's sitting on a chair. She's sitting in a chair back the front.
She's sitting on the ground.
Okay.
It's a dark black background.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is gray.
Mm-hmm.
It's black and white. She is cradling herself, if you could say that.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot identify who she is. All you see is the top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ballet shoes? No.
She is nude.
Okay. Taken around 1924. Edward Weston. Nude 24.
Yep. You got it.
Am I right?
Yep.
Shut up.
Yep.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Dude, I couldn't have described it any better. Come on. Cradling herself, seated on the floor with a black background, and all you see is the top of her head. You don't see her face. It's obvious.
Don't take away.
Obvious.
Rob,
That's OBVIOUS. Obvious.
Don't take away from my brilliance. It was another Larry Clark moment. It was another Larry.
Go see Stump the Chump episode 1 for the Larry Clark incident.
It's only 5 seconds in. You get a sense of the brilliance.
Come on. These are iconic photographs. They should be iconic. You should understand what they are. You should have them in your brain. Right?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. And
so is my next one.
And if we look at just one quick thing, if you look at Edward Weston, expand that gaze a wee tiny bit. Go and look at his work of taking the bell pepper or the
yeah.
Go and look at the lighting. Rob. Do you know why I know that? That was my first ever exhibition I went to see.
Yes, I know. We talked about that.
We talked about it, yeah. Well, you were very foolish.
Talked about that on Stump the Chump number 1.
You were very foolish, but not on, because you know how well read I am in Eric Weston. It's ingrained.
On Eric Weston?
Eric. Did I say Eric Weston? Christ almighty. Did I?
Yeah,
I fucking hate Eric Weston. He crashed into my car once. I give my good old knock in the nose.
That fool.
That fool.
Okay, so my next one.
Go on.
Is of a man.
Yeah.
He is standing.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually. It looks like a studio situation.
Mm-hmm.
So he's standing. He's standing on a roll of background paper.
Mm-hmm. White.
No, it's beige.
Oh, what color?
Yeah, it's a color photograph.
Okay.
And he is in this photograph, this gentleman is probably in his early 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And I will describe his clothing to you.
Mm-hmm.
He's facing away from the camera.
Mm-hmm.
His face is in slight profile.
Mm-hmm.
So he is identifiable from the side. It's on a beige background. He is wearing shoes.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing white pants.
Whenever you say shoes,
jeans.
Rob, are we talking about
there's shoes. They're nondescript shoes.
Oh, okay, not big shoes. Okay.
They could be boots.
What year is this?
This is probably in the 2000s.
Oh, really? Sometime. Oh, I was in the 70s in my head. I was Elton Johning.
Yeah. So this gentleman is wearing white trousers
mm-hmm.
and a black T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And the T-shirt has some sort of, like decal of some kind on the back, some sort of tour, like music tour shirt. And yeah, that's it.
In excess.
And he's standing away, he's facing away from the camera.
Mm-hmm.
His body is, 3/4 of the way away from the camera. His face is in profile.
Mm-hmm.
He is wearing white trousers,
mm-hmm.
a black T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
All the audience at home has already gotten this, by the way, just to let you know. They're all screaming.
Are you showing
their
this?
Computers.
They just know what it is.
Oh, they know this. They're screaming into their computers. They're going, "Oh, come on, you know this. Oh,
In excess, your guy. It's Michael Hudson from In Excess.
It's the 2000s.
When did he die?
In the 90s. Late 80s.
Are you saying he came back and did this?
No, you're saying he came back
Okay.
and did this. I'm not saying that at
So
all.
it's 2000s. Is it an American photographer? Is it a British photographer? Is the subject British
It's
or American?
a Canadian.
For fuck's sake, Rob, you and your Canadian links. Stop
It's a
pushing
Canadian
Canada.
photographer. Canadian photographer.
We like Canadians.
Great Canadian photographer.
Is it a famous photograph? Because if it's just something
It's
you...
very famous. It's a very famous photograph of this particular person.
What age is the person in the photograph?
I already told you.
50s.
He's like in his early 50s, yeah.
And
I
are
would say he's an
they a
early-
famous musician?
He is a famous actor, musician.
Actor, musician?
Correct.
That narrows it down quite a bit. Is he Canadian as well?
No, he is not. Most definitely not Canadian.
Is he American?
He's most definitely American.
He's most definitely American.
Yeah.
So his sensibilities are not Canadian. It is...
It was a very sort of, I wouldn't say controversial photograph when it came out, but it was very famous.
Kurt
I'm
Cobain.
not sure.
It's Kurt Cobain.
It was in the 2000s.
When did he die?
You're bringing Kurt back. Kurt 92 or something.
Really?
Jesus. Him and Michael were at the same time. They were together at the time. That's the conspiracy.
Christ. Are you serious? I've lost decades. So it's 2000. So I have no idea. You know what? Can I tell you what happened in the 2000s, Rob? I was on a mixture of opium and weed
And white wine.
No, the white wine. No, I had no white wine in the 80s. I was pretty much free.
You'd never heard of white wine.
I didn't know what it was. I was into white of sorts, but it wasn't
Okay,
wine.
I'm going to give you the biggest hint.
Like, go.
This. In this photograph, because of the controversy is he's facing away from the camera.
Yeah.
He's on the cove of the background.
Yeah.
So he's right at the
tight
corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up against the background. And he's urinating against the background.
For fuck's sake, like, that's a really important. That can't be just a thing you see. It's said at the very beginning.
That gives it away.
That's
huge.
It's Prince Charles. What a dirty mucker he was. It was in the 2000s.
It's Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew. Don't even joke, Rob. Rob, if you joke, they'll get you. If you joke, they'll get you.
They don't have to get me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
I've no idea. Rob, I have no idea who's urinating.
Okay. He's an actor musician. I'll say actor before musician. And I'll tell you his big role that made him famous. I like them French fried potatoes. I like them French fried potatoes.
Rob, I'm glad I'm not taking opium tonight because I think I might go into a bit of a twist. I like those French fried potatoes. I've had a complicated week, Rob, and I'm sitting here in pain, and you're making me laugh.
This movie, he wrote himself, and he directed himself, and he wrote
Taxi driver.
himself.
Taxi driver.
No,
it's your man.
What are you talking about?
Nicholas
De Niro. That's no. Okay. Here. I'm going to give it to you.
Go.
He was married to Angelina Jolie.
It's Brad Pitt.
Oh my God.
Oh, but the 2000s are a very, 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 very touchy subject with me with regard to...
Do you think Brad Pitt is a musician? And do you think Brad Pitt would pee on a background?
He was married to Angelina Jolie. Was that before Brad Pitt?
This is before Brad Pitt.
I have no idea, Rob.
It's Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, he's got a massive wab.
Photographed by Chris Buck.
I have no idea.
Urinating on the background.
Did he not go with your lady from Baywatch as well?
Baywatch.
Yeah. Did Billy Bob not have a liaison?
Pam Anderson?
Yeah, Pam Anderson. No. Are you sure?
I don't think so.
I think you find I'm right.
Anyways, So that's
Billy-
a very famous photograph. That's Chris Buck. Link will be in the description.
Billy Bob Thornton. I'm thinking of somebody else.
I like them French fried potatoes.
Rob, don't say it. I'm going to beat
I like
myself.
them French fried
Rob,
potatoes.
seriously, I've got a really bad.
Have you never seen Sling Blade? Have you never seen Sling Blade? You need to watch that movie, Sling Blade. It's incredible. You will never realize that. Well, you will realize that that's Billy Bob Thornton, but it's
Stop. Was Billy Bob Thornton in who was in Paris, Texas?
that was what's his name?
It's like Billy Bob Thornton, isn't it?
Natasha Kinski.
No,
and,
the male actor. It's Billy
yes,
Bob
I
Thornton.
know. And Harry Dean Stanton.
Harry Dean Stanton. Do not give me three because it all just melds into one. Billy Bob Stanton.
I like
Billy Bob Stanton paying over Paris. That was great.
You gotta watch Sling Blade.
I've seen Sling Blade. I'm only winding up. I've seen Sling Blade. What I didn't want to do there, Rob, was come across as a smarty pants in front of everybody.
Oh yeah.
After the
we got 7 minutes.
Okay, right. My next one, Rob, is well, it's interesting to say the least. Okay, so this was taken. Are you ready?
Yeah, listening.
Sometime between 1879 and 1880. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that like the back of my hand.
It is. Okay, listen to this here. It is. I'm going to get this just right, if I may. Just get this 100% right. I really have to pee. It is the 16th most expensive photograph ever sold. Okay. It's and you won't be able to tell me the author of the image because it's not known. Okay, it's unknown. It's a tintype. Okay, and it sold in 2011 for $2,300,000 to a guy called William. Okay, Koch. Am I right?
Cock. Coke. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Stop
and what
teasing me.
describe the photograph?
You're a cock teaser. God forgive me.
Next.
God forgive me, Billy. Billy the Kid. Well, so what we have is a tintype of a man holding a gun in his right hand. He's wearing a hat, okay, a kerfuffle around his neck, and it's taken against well, you know what? It could be any colour of background, in fairness, but it looks grey in black and white. Oh, we should think these things through, Rob, shouldn't we?
What color is it again?
It's grey, Rob.
What color?
It's grey.
What color?
Do you know what? I think, actually, I'm going to say this to you right now.
It's a tintype? No,
but
it's
listen,
a tintype. What color is it?
I'm going to say this. I think it's actually an emerald green.
It's green.
I think it's an emerald green. But it's not an emerald green.
Because I remember it being blue.
There's no way.
When I was there.
There is no way the vibrancy is blue. He's wearing a cardigan. He's wearing a gun belt.
A cardigan?
Yeah.
Do you think he called it a cardigan?
It's definitely a cardigan. And he's wearing what I can only describe as a hat that you might see in Mary Poppins. Do you see why we bring all these things together, Rob? Now, here,
is it just barely sitting on his head?
I'm going to... Yeah, but
it barely just...
Do you know who he looks like? Here's the best thing. He looks at the Tin Man.
Does he look like Billy the Kid?
He looks like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah. Who do you think it is? Can you believe I told you that? Can you believe I said that?
What?
Billy the Kid.
Is it Billy the Kid?
Can you believe I said that like 10 minutes ago?
Did you?
The front door.
Did I just get it?
Shut the front door.
I just said Billy. I said Billy the Kid.
That's because I told you Billy the Kid 10 minutes ago.
With the hat sitting barely on the head? That's Billy the Kid. Did I get it right? Right on. I'm 2 for 2. I beat you this week.
Oh, sweet mother of Jesus, is all I can say. Rob, you did beat me. 2, you got 2 straight away, and I didn't mention Billy the Kid by William.
No, he bought it.
He bought it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google him and see
he
the
didn't
crack
shoot
is.
it.
Oh, no. We don't know who shot it. It's the only surviving authenticated portrait of Billy the Kid. This tin-type portrait sold at auction for 2,000. Maybe William doesn't have it anymore. It's 2011. That could have changed hands, of course.
Did you ever watch the assassination of what was it? The assassination of William Ford by the coward. No, the assassination of Billy the Kid by the coward. William Ford or whatever.
I know you got it. Yeah.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
That was so good.
So good. So good.
Oh, so good.
So you get 2, Rob. But in fairness, the people who are listening will know that my one Edward Weston number 24 outstrips. You have to get another 10.
Dude, you couldn't describe an iconic photograph any better than how I described it.
Yeah.
I should win for describing it so well to you.
Rob,
she is cradling herself. She is seated on the floor with a black background and a gray floor. You cannot see her face because she is showing the top of her head. Oh my God, that's Edward Weston. Nude 24. Come on.
Well,
are you kidding me?
Who knows what those are called? Only me. Well, not me. Maybe Edward and his wife does. But here doesn't.
It's Nude 24 or Nude 27 or Nude 34. It was whatever the year was.
They're all different. I think
it has to do with the years.
Yes. Yeah, well. And also his lunch. But we'll talk about that again next week.
Bell pepper.
Mushroom.
Those old bell peppers.
Mushrooms.
Those old bell peppers.
Rob, do you know what I'm going to say this? I'm going to say this out loud. I'm glad I had a drink this week. Because last week I didn't really feel it. This week I feel it.
That is, I'm sorry. That is Nude 1936. It's 227 Nude.
There you go.
1936.
That's ages ago, isn't it?
Almost 100 years.
No.
Another 16 years.
Rob, you and I should become accountants, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Like really, with accuracy.
And he
like
was
that.
a member of the
64 group. Yeah.
And
how do we know that? Because we're fucking just bright, Rob. Because we like photography, all genres, and we're not arsey about it. We don't have to have dust covers in our books.
I just like good photography.
Let's just say we're educationalists. Would that be okay? And a bit of comedy as well. A bit of Mortimer Wise, I think.
Who and a what now?
You wouldn't know who Mortimer Wise were. They're funny people from this country. No, not this country. The other country across the way. God, you tricked me.
The English one, where they speak English.
You almost tricked me there, Rob. You almost got me to try and align myself with Boris. That will never happen. I don't care how hard you try. Rob, what are we at? We must be at 32.
We're getting close.
Rob,
That's it, 29.
I'm going to say congratulations to you for getting 2 of those really simple photographs right, and I obviously give you the second one. And I'd also
thanks for that, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank Olivia. I'd like to thank Lucky, my dog down here.
Oh, she is Lucky.
I'd like to thank everybody, and I'd like to thank Chris for giving me such a good guess.
I am incredible. I'm a good friend, Rob, if nothing else. In these hard times, we have to try and play to our strengths. That's all I'd say. Rob, I have to go and pee again. Take something wrong with my bladder.
Good luck with that. See you next week.
Rob. Oh, hold on. I'm wearing a really special watch. Look.
3, 2.
Is it away?
Stump the Chumps.